This video was developed for training purposes only. The individuals involved were not receiving or giving a recorded testimony.
So what we're going to do is kind of show you, if you have a brief moment with your legislator, how that might go. So I'm going to be a citizen like you, Citizen Dawn, and then this is going to be, what are you, senator or representative?
Oh, let's make me a senator.
Of course, Senator Floyd, folks.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So we're going to do this we just pretend like we are upstairs at the ropes. This is during session. So you can imagine that I am behind the ropes and Senator Floyd is on the other side of the ropes. And she's just come out from voting on a bill, and I just have a moment with her. Oh, hi, Senator Floyd. Thank you so much for coming out to meet me.
Sure.
Thank you. My name is Dawn Alford, and I live in your district.
Great.
And I'm here to talk to you today about the shortage of caregivers that I'm experiencing. Are you familiar with the ICWP waiver?
I am, but I'm just so glad that you're in my district. What part? Where do you live?
Well, I live in Temple.
Okay.
So I'm in the sort of northern part of Carroll County. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, okay. So off of Route 6?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
You know that very well.
Okay, great. How long have you lived there?
Oh my gosh, I'm a Georgia native. Been
Okay.
here all my life,
Okay.
and been a long time part of your district, actually.
Okay. And tell me about, because I am concerned, what is this a budget? It would be a budget item?
Indeed, it would.
Okay.
The ICWP waiver is funded under the Department of Community Health.
Okay.
So it would be in Chairman Parrish's committee,
Okay.
if you're familiar with the DCH Budget Committee.
And what's Butch going to do with it?
Well, I've spoken with him, and he's definitely supportive of the issue, but it's going to be a tough funding year, and really needs some folks to kind of champion the issue for us.
Sure.
Because, as you know, the budget is tight this year.
Right. So you're really looking at the big budget then, is what you're hoping for?
Yes, I'm looking
Okay.
at the big budget for this upcoming fiscal year.
Okay. Well, what I can do, because Dr. Burke is our guy over here, so what I can do is check in with Dr. Burke. If you got some contact information you could give me.
Yes, absolutely. Let me leave this with you. I have, this is just a short little one-pager on the ICWP waiver.
Okay.
My contact information is at the bottom.
Okay.
And please let me know, is there any information that I could get for you that would be helpful?
Well, let me see what Dr. Burke says, and then I'll have Sally in my office catch back up with you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking
Sure.
the time to meet with me, and I really would appreciate anything that you can do to influence this committee to fund the increase in the ICWP waiver.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's review what worked and what didn't.
So, but let me flip it. What could have gone better? What could I have done differently to make that more effective? Kathy?
One of the things that legislators may ask is, how much is in the budget for that program now?
Mm-hmm.
How much, especially if they know anything about the waivers, they'll say, is there a waiting list?
Mm-hmm.
How much is an average slot? Because, if you're asking for, whatever pot you're asking for, they want to know how many people is that going to help.
Right.
So, I know slots are, kind of an artificial kind of thing, but it's the thing that they can kind of, grab hold to.
Well, but notice also how truly short that meeting was. And believe it or not, y'all, but that was actually kind of long.
It was.
That was long. Like, you would be very lucky to get that much time. it would probably be, what, half that?
Right, right.
Yeah, if you're, because imagine, and we're gonna go upstairs in just a little bit, but imagine there's, what I tell people, it's like it's like doing business in the holiday season at the mall, right?
Right, right.
It's kind of like that. The noise background and the focus that you have to have. And like Kathy said, they have to go back in and vote on a bill, because if that bell rings, ding, 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 and you're talking, sorry, thank you. And that's why if you have that one pager and your contact information, you wrap it up quickly, remind them, thank you for, considering, voting for this bill, or, or for supporting this funding, and, you thank them and they go on and vote.
Yep. Now, you can have a one-pager that has those three things on there, but we are still talking one-pager. It's amazing how things on the back don't even get, there's never a, ooh, here, and you want bullets, because big text can't handle that either. So you could have those three things on your page, but when you actually talk to them, you want to point to the one that's most important to you and that's moving right now. Because, if you come, pull them out on the ropes and talk to them about something that's already dead and done with, you're just wasting their time. So the thing that's most important to you and that's still got some life in it and in process and moving. We had about 300 seniors here this year, and had reserved the space right out here for our folks to eat lunch, get their lunch and all. Well, at the exact time, the governor decided to have a press conference, and they were all right out there. So we had our seniors lined up, all, trying, and it was, it's just, you have to stay flexible. And we couldn't do our lunch because it took them 25 minutes to do their big press release about, an important issue, but, we had to then work around that. So you do have to be flexible, and you can have the best plans in the world, and you got to figure out a way to, kind of work around it. So, but thank y'all for being advocates, definitely.
Thank you, and thank you, Kathleen.
This video was developed for training purposes only. The individuals involved were not receiving or giving a recorded testimony.